Hey everyone, welcome to another update video. It's officially fall here in the Bronx. It's getting cold, it's getting dark really quick, but it's been a good month. So we just want to let you know some of the things that have happened these last few weeks.
So this past month, we were able to launch a citizenship class. So this class is every Thursday, and I'm so thankful for a member in our church who has partnered with me, and it has been there every week, and she'll do some of the dictation sentences for our students and help practice with them. And so it's just a great blessing to me to be able to have someone else there to help. So far at this class, we started off I think with like 7 students, but some of them weren't quite ready for citizenship prep yet, and so we have been averaging about 3 to 4 students, and so it's just been a really cool time, just with relationships being able to be built, and we're just all learning as we go, I think. Also, something new that I've started to do is to include a psalm. Try to every week. One week I forgot, but trying to every week, and it just has been really cool. Like, it's been received well, and they'll write it down or they'll take a picture of it, and so just trying to incorporate that more about this is who God is. God is faithful, and God is loving, and He's just, and this encourages me, and so I hope it encourages them, and so it's just been a cool thing to be able to incorporate, and I'm excited to see how this class continues to grow and develop over the coming months.
On Wednesdays, we have continued our study hall and teen Bible study in the afternoons, and I believe I mentioned this last time, but there's a couple in our church who has given money each week to buy some pizza for our students, and it has been great. These students, they come and they enjoy having that, and there's always the 1 or 2 students that takes the slice and leaves, but it has been a great way to open doors and provide opportunities just to talk with them. And so there's a whole group of kids that have started coming the last month or so to study hall and have hung out. We've been able to play games with them and talk with them. One of the weeks, it was a little bit overwhelming, I'll be honest. We had, I think, 18 students come in at one point, and by God's grace, they were all kind, they were respectful, they were hanging out and having fun. But it's been really sweet to be able to see these students and get to know them some more. For our Bible study, each week we've had at least 1 student stay for that. There's been some weeks where there's 1, there's some weeks where there's 4. There was 1 week back in September where there was 8. So you never really know who's going to stick around, especially with it getting darker sooner here. And so it's just still been sweet to have students come and to be faithful as we have been reading through the book of Mark and seeing how Jesus truly is the Son of God, that He really lived, that He really died, and He really rose again. And because of these truths, we can trust in Him. We can have salvation by believing in Him and what He did for us on the cross. And so we actually just finished the book of Mark this last Wednesday, and so now I am looking at what's next. And so I actually put out a bucket with some slips of paper, and I just asked our students, is there anything you would be interested in learning about God or about the Bible? And I got a bunch of different slips of paper, and so over this next week I'm going to read over those and pray over them and see what God wants me to pursue next. And so I know He's working, and I'm excited by these questions, and so looking forward to see what He's going to do through this ministry.
In our last update, we mentioned how Ben was leading this membership class, and so we finished that up this month. And one week we had like an outreach night where people that came to the small group, we went and passed out flyers, invited people to church, and that was a huge hit. And then the following week after our outreach event, we started back up our super small groups. So there are 5 different groups meeting throughout the week, and we are going through the book of Jonah. And so this is kind of like a shorter stint right now, just a few weeks that we'll meet together. With that too, Ben and I have decided to start again a young adult Bible study, and it's been really good so far. And so we're just excited to see how this group continues to develop, and just we enjoy the community that brings too.
as we move into the holiday season, we have a handful of big upcoming ministries coming up. And so one of those at the end of this month, on November 23rd, is our annual turkey giveaway. So for the last several years, we've had a team come up and help donate and provide for this giveaway. People in our church donate physical turkeys or funds. And so the last few years, we've given over 100 turkeys to people in our community. And so this has been a great way to, one, just provide for a physical need, but also to gather a lot of different people from different cultures and languages in one place to hear the gospel. And so we are going to do that again this year on November 23rd. And so we are thinking through some different ways that we can do this maybe a little bit smoother. What are some systems we can put in place, or how can we communicate things a little bit better? As we've mentioned before, our neighborhood is very diverse. We have multiple languages being spoken. And so because of that, there can be misunderstanding or miscommunication. And so we, as a church, are wanting to do the best we can to make sure everyone gets a turkey and that they go home with a smile on their face and having heard the gospel. A couple weeks after that is going to be our annual coat giveaway. Each year there are associations in North and South Carolina that donate coats to the churches of New York City. And so not only will we be doing this, but churches all over the 5 boroughs are going to be giving out coats to their local communities. And so on Saturday, December 6th, we are going to bring coats to our community center and invite people to come get some free winter gear. And this has always been a fun thing. It's also something that we've become known for. There are people who will come by and ask us, when is this coat giveaway? When are we doing this? And so we are expectant that people are going to come for that. And this is just another way to meet physical needs, especially in the cold time of year when people need these things. And so we're thankful for the North Carolina and South Carolina associations, the teams that come up and help all the different churches that do this. And we're just hopeful that this is just another bridge to point people to Jesus. Lastly, on Sunday, December 7th, we're going to be doing, for the second year in a row, our Cookies with Santa. So last year we had this event where families would come and they could come and decorate some sugar cookies. They could make a Christmas craft. They would hear the Christmas story played on a video, and then they would get to take a picture with Santa Claus, and that would be printed off for them. And it was a huge hit. We got to see a lot of families come and got to sit down and meet with parents, and it was just really sweet. And so we're going to do it again this year. And so keeping very much those same things, the cookies, the crafts, the pictures with Santa, and also time for the kids to hear the Christmas story, to know that Jesus, the Son of God, came in human form, born of a virgin, so that he could live and die and rise again for us. And so it's a fun day. It is a hectic day as we're running around doing these things, but it's a sweet way to be able to bless these families and ultimately to point them to the true reason we celebrate, which is the birth of Jesus Christ.
So with all of this being said, we have some prayer requests for you guys. So first off, you could be praying for these upcoming ministries that Ben just mentioned. We're so thankful that we get to bless our community with all these different giveaways. But ultimately, we want people to come to know God and to be connected to the church through this. And so you can be praying that people, that they would just see that there is a church that loves them, and that it's a God that loves them, and that they would just get connected. Also, you can be continuing to pray for a new location for our church. We are praying and just looking into different options. And so we are excited at the possibilities. So you can just continue to partner with us to pray for our location. And with ESL and citizenship class, I appreciate your prayers for me as I lead, and I'm just learning how to do this well, and so far it's been going really well, so I'm thankful. Thank you for your prayers for that. Also, with ESL and citizenship class, just be praying for gospel conversations with our students, especially as I get to share a psalm, and on Wednesdays we desire to be a light to our students, and we pray for gospel opportunities, and so I just appreciate your prayers for that as well. With Teen Study Hall, if you can be praying that teenagers would stay for Bible study. Sometimes we were like, oh, they were just this close, like they were gonna stay. And so be praying, especially as maybe we'll go over some of the questions that they are asking, that would intrigue them and they would desire to stay. Also be praying for Ben as he looks into what to do next for our teen Bible study, and just be praying in general, again, for gospel conversations. We get these teenagers for maybe an hour, hour and a half on Wednesdays, and so sometimes it can be loud and like what's going on, chaotic, but just we try to use this time intentionally to talk to our students, and they desire to talk to us and to show us what they're working on in school or what they're doing. And so it's just a sweet time. So just be praying for gospel opportunities to share with our students. And with kids ministry, we didn't really touch on what's happening there. But if you can just be praying for families to come back to church. It's kind of been a slower season. And so pray for families to come back to church, and also for, like I said, these upcoming ministries, the Cookies with Santa event, that would connect more families to our church. And lastly, if you can be praying for super small groups. This is just, I think, a great time where we get to just deepen our relationships with one another in each of these different 5 small groups, and also grow our knowledge of God. And so you can just be praying that those groups would just go well, and that just, a blessing over their time together.
Thank you guys for your prayers and for your support of us. We're just so thankful that we get to see God daily answer prayers and provide for not just our lives, but also for the ministry here and the lives of other people. And so please keep praying. Don't stop, because the Lord is doing great things here in Pelham Parkway of the Bronx. But thank you for praying. Thank you for watching these videos. Thank you to those who support us financially. We would not be able to be here if it were not for you. We're beyond thankful for what the Lord has done in our lives. And so thank you for watching. Thank you for praying. And with that being said, we're going to shut up now.